The definition of an expatriate. Well, an expatriate is someone who has moved from their native country to live in another country. The term is often used in the business world to refer to workers who have been sent by their employee, usually a large company or government, to another country for an extended period of time. The word expatriate comes from the Latin word ex and the Greek word patria, both of which mean out of one's native land. Traditionally, an expatriate is considered to be someone who stays abroad for at least 3 months, although this definition is flexible. As we all know, there are plenty of questions to answer when you are moving out. Instead of asking which one of the types of expatriate we are, our doubts are about more trivial things like, will my money or salary be enough? Where will I live? Can I speak their language or at least learn it without a headache? What will I do with my belongings? Should I sell my stuff or ship it? And what about the bureaucracy or the visa procedures? What should I do in case of getting sick or if I need emergency care? Well, I had been in these situations several times in my life. So in this episode, we will learn how to understand what you are, so you can look for the correct answers. And this is the very first step for anyone moving out of home. After you learn to identify what is your type, it may shock you to know that people move abroad without thinking about it. It may be the reason so many of them come back frustrated. However, before we begin, I would like to ask a small favor. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Periodically, the network Internations promote the Expat Insider, one of the biggest worldwide surveys about immigration and emigration. They made a convenient division of the expats into 6 types. First type, the optimizer, representing 16% of the total. They moved for a better quality of life, finances, political, religious, or safety reasons. The majority of them are men and are in a relationship. Second type, the explorer. They make 12% of the total, and moved because of the appeal of living abroad, or because they were looking for new adventures and challenges. Their numbers are quite balanced between men and women, and just a small minority have children. Third type, the foreign assignee. Making 10% of the expats, they went abroad by request of their existing employers, and the large majority of them are men in a relationship. The fourth type, the go-getter, representing 21% of the respondents. They moved out to start their business, find a job, or were recruited locally. The majority are well-educated men in a relationship. Fifth type, the traveling spouse. This 8% of the whole expat community are the ones who moved to follow their partners. If most of the types until now are male-dominated, in this one, women are an absolute majority, 86%. Sixth type, the romantic. The last category represents 12% of the total. They moved to the country of their partners. Mostly are women, but there are a significant number of men in this category, me included. One interesting thing here is that the categories are not definitive. There are plenty of cases where foreign assignees become go-getters when they spot an opportunity and change from employees to employers. The romantic also often is part of another category besides their current one. When I moved to Chile, I was a foreign assignee, the same as when I moved to Qatar. My life in Poland started as a romantic, but almost after arrival I also turned into a go-getter by starting my business. Henceforth, categories should not limit or make you think you always belong to only one of them. Eventually, expatriates will move from one to the other. There is also a type not represented above in any category, individuals moving away to evade their families and domestic problems. My best guess for their absence is because they are short-lived. When you move away to escape from your private problems, we will not solve them at all. You are just making it even more difficult to solve them by distance when it gets unbearable. Are your plans in your new country temporary or long-term? Are you moving out just to progress in your career and then return home with a bigger salary? Or are you willing to build a new life outside? The first secret of life abroad is to know yourself by answering those questions. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Remember to subscribe to our channel for the next ones.